Hello. Lately I've been in a very 2D drawing mode. It feels good to draw again, especially now that I'm using Clip Studio more, and the pen tool, or the way it depicts lines, just feels really good. So I just want to keep doing it more. I'll definitely figure out more things to get back into with Blender, but currently my job, or what I'm freelancing for, is very heavy in Blender and super technical. So by the end of the day, I love learning with Blender stuff, but I just want to just relax a little bit. Also, I feel like I'm just constantly working all the time. So for now, we'll do some 2D stuff. And I think it'd be cool to do just tiny challenges, kind of like what I was doing with Blender, but with 2D. Now, way back, I generated a character creator, and it was a little bit different than what most things I found online. The difference between this, let me just see if I can zoom in, is that when it generates characters, it doesn't try to make it too surface value in terms of, let's say, this is a dwarf with a scar over his eye, and it uses, runic warhammers, and has a gray beard. I was more interested in the lore of the character and what they learned over the journey. So it's giving you a fully fleshed out character to some degree, but it doesn't really give you too many details on their appearances. It's more like a myth or a legend. So I'm just going to use the Super Scrambler here that I have, which is Hold D, and it just generates a lot of stuff. And we can just see here, it gives you a tiny story about their life, and hopefully with this it'll inspire you to try and create more of a character rather than just a costume for the character. So let's see here. Let's try, here we go. Some of these I can't remember what any of these job titles are. I think what I wanted to do is encourage people to Google some of these things. Austria the Bold. They were a master arc magician before embarking for the journey. As they hurried, they motioned their final goodbyes to the cult. Oh my. Locals have mentioned their scary, husky appearance and waist-high height. It was said they were friendly before the journey. A passing witch noted they were down to earth upon meeting. The rumors of them limping due to themselves. So it sounds like it's been self-inflicted. They learnt demonic magic with the use of herbs. They casted with their cards. They wielded a two-handed saber. It was gifted by a fellow prisoner. Their family motto, "We consume for beast." So, hopefully that starts generating more and more lore. You can kind of get a feeling of what this character is like. You can probably think of some of their emotion, how they are as a person, what the gamut that they are, their character. It's pretty cool. Well, let's see what else we can get here. Volts, the Disorganized. They were a hobbyist alabaster. I think that's like a crossbow man. I could be wrong. Before embarking for the journey. As they skipped away, they motioned their final goodbyes to their mentor. Locals have mentioned their repulsive lean appearance and tiny height. It was said they were sensitive before the journey. A passing sage noted they were secretive upon meeting. The rumors of them empty-handed due to an exchange. They did not learn any magic on their journey. They wielded a one-handed rapier. It was rewarded by the mage. Their following motto, to manipulate others. Well, empty-handed due to an exchange seems like this person got manipulated themselves. That's pretty funny. Sensitive and secretive, repulsive lean, and tiny height. The Disorganized, losing a lot of things. Yeah, let's give this a go. I also have random colors up here that I generate, just to see if you couldn't think of any colors, but yeah, okay, let's try this. Let's see what happens. So I'll paste this in, and I don't really like working. There we go. There we go. And so, let's see, they were a hobbyist, repulsive lean appearance and tiny height. Repulsive, so like a steak, kind of, maybe but they're tiny, so the proportions are, alright, repulsive and tiny. they're lean, like lean as in fit, but they're repulsively lean. All right, let's see. Let's do these shapes here, and then let's. Again, this is like a first pass type of thing. Repulsive lean height. They were empty-handed, but wielded a one-handed rapier. Okay. So just like defeated in a sense, like. Maww. And I'm just kind of like just figuring out some shapes right now. But they're lean. There we go. Get that leanness in them. Alright, I'm feeling something here. So let's just do a secondary cleanup. And let's continue. It was rewarded by the mage. They had a mentor, so this feels like it could be a student of some kind if they had a mentor. Skipped away, could be juvenile, like a either still, you know, coming of age, or maybe just generally jovial person. And that's another thing too, like I don't really put any races or genders in this. This could be anybody, like even if you have a character already set and you just needed some lore or filler with them, this could probably work. You can, like, you know, omit a few things. This is just here to generate some idea of a character, and it's fun because I feel like this is like a brief I would give somebody. No, not really. This is for like this is definitely made for D&D. When I was playing quite a few D&D games, like, oh man, I gotta fill in this box about my backstory. Oh no. Let me just program something with a bunch of randomness to it and see what happens. And that's the result of it. And I have like locations as well. If I do a fast enough sketch here, we can try and get some of those locations here. I don't know why I'm giving, okay, belt. Maybe repulsive, lean. Is it like, ugh, that guy's so sickly fit? Or is it something else? Like skeletal, but let's try that. There we go. Give this person some. Are these called platoons? I can't remember what these names are. Let's give them boots. Again, this is like fast sketches. Definitely a first pass, but it's almost like a random NPC generator. How fast can you go, you know? Alright. One-handed rapier. Okay, let's hold it in a non-proper way. Yep, that's how you hold a sword. And then this was gifted by a mage, so it could have runes on it of some kind, powered by magic, maybe. We could probably maybe gem encrusted, rune encrusted, like so. That's the center point. Like that. I feel like it's like a very musketeer or like a seafaring weapon. Maybe aristocratic musketeer. See, that's probably like the stereotypical. It's like, yeah, let's give this musketeer rapier. Okay, let's do this. They were sensitive and secretive. this pose is not any of those. This pose is very aggressive. But again, I'm trying to figure out this character here, so. Sensitive. Maybe there. Maybe looking down like that. This adventurer doesn't want to be seen. Maybe try to like hide their face somehow. Don't want the authorities or their master to recognize them. Kind of like that. Tiny height, empty-handed, lost everything, secretive. Okay. So we have this. Let's do the scary flip thing. Ew, disgusting. Look how off balance everything is. That's the most repulsive thing about this. Let's do another pass. And then that might be it for this tiny short video. I'll put this in the description where you can find this if you want to try generating your own fun adventures. This is more so like a quick exercise for me. Just to do little baby steps back into 2D because it's actually been quite a while for me. Yeah, I took a medium-sized break from 2D. Got really tired of it. I just wanted to, after the end of the day, I just kind of want to veg out, watch some videos, and head to bed. But I think as an artist, you just want to continue your craft, but don't push yourself to a point where you burn out like I did. It's fine to take breaks. I mean, there are some weeks where I don't draw at all, or I'll just do one tiny sketch. And when I was younger, I felt so bad about it. I'm like, no, I should keep drawing all the time. I need to get good, but no, it's like I feel like you do need your breaks to like refresh, reset, and sometimes I feel like where I haven't drawn like a month, I'll start drawing again, and I start getting a little bit worried. I'm like, oh no, am I forgetting how to draw? But the actual thing is like you flushed a lot of your visual library out, and you've like learned how to get that back again. But actually, that's pretty exciting because that means you're now free to explore new venues of art. And I think that is one of the most amazing things as an artist, is now you can try something completely new out, and you're free from repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And that can be scary, definitely very scary if you're not new to it. But since I've done it a couple times over and have used different programs now, like I think I'm slowly getting better at making music. I feel like all creativity is connected somehow. Like the strongest thing is not like how you can draw, it's like the idea behind it that speaks for itself. If you have good ideas, it'll definitely show. And there's this one thing in design that, or I think it was industrial design, is like you don't want to decorate something too much because decoration tends to hide it's like the functionality. It's like functionality foremost is the most important thing for a concept, rather than just like all this decoration, all the cool bits. But that is to say, that's just one facet of art. I mean, there are days where you just want to just do the most, like I just want to do cool things, and you can do that, you know. And if you ever get the idea of like, oh, I'm not ready to do cool things, or it's like, oh, when I get better at doing anatomy, or get better at doing perspective. Just honestly, just do the cool thing right now. Just do it. Because you'll learn the anatomy, the perspective along the way. Just don't dedicate your whole artistic journey to it unless you really want to, become a teacher in it. And that's a different story. I feel like if you're trying to grow as an artist, expose yourself to a lot of different forms of creativity and try different ideas out, because you'll never know how it actually is. It needs time. Like, ideas actually need time to mature. There's some things I've been drawing for a decade, maybe almost 2 decades now, and each time I try and tackle it, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more mature in those ideas. Like, 13-year-old me versus 31-year-old me. Still draw the same thing, but the execution has completely changed. Is it more mature? Yes. But sometimes me, 31-year-old, will be like, nah, I'm just gonna draw like I was 13 again and just have fun with it. And those days are so nice, so liberating, because anything goes. I definitely recommend trying it out, where you just like give yourself a chance just to do anything you want. It's so freeing, and it's actually really hard because you're trying to have these standards that have been ingrained in you, either by a job or like by the tutorials you've seen or by teachers, and I feel like that can be slightly detrimental in terms of the growth of trying to find new things. Unless that is, like, see, I'm always backtracking when I say these things, because art is so subjective. It's so subjective. I mean, there's notions of what is bad art, what is good art. I feel like that's all subjective. I mean, sure, if you go to, let's say, an atelier and you want to paint like an old master, that is the objective. But if you're just exploring art, like, just do anything goes. Have fun with it. Like, it's your own language that you've made for yourself. And I think inspiration, to me, if we're gonna try like create an analogy, inspiration's like the dialects that you find to flavor your language that you speak. Add more accent to it. I went off a tangent there. Anyway, sensitive, secretive, repulsive, lanky person. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the voice. Me. Don't look at me. Do not look at me. That's at least what I'm hearing. Well, he's kind of turning to a little bit of a cutthroat. Sailing the seas, perhaps, was, when he left their mentor, probably took to the seas, hunged out, but did not hang out with pirates. Also, hands, man. Hands. What are they? Do they exist? That's so funny. Oh my god. He's a softie. Especially with that giant hand. Oh my god. Let's tone this guy down. Whew. I think he had one-handed slapped demons to death or something. I am having an off drawing day. Well, I just wanted to show you this, like, you know, there's some days where it's like, I cannot draw, but I love those drawings, though, when you come back to it, it's just, this is the repulsive part of it. This is the repulsive part of it. Oh, that's amazing. Why did I give him, why did I keep giving people kicks? He's an adventurer. Let's see. We gotta figure something out here. There we go. There we go. Cool. And let's oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm secretive and shy. Or sorry, sensitive. Wonder why is this person sensitive? Alright, I'm gonna end this video here. Thanks.